Hey guys, it's me, Alyson, and I don't have a fangirl episode this week because Sarah and we need a little more time to get ready, so we're recording for next week. But I still wanted to record something because I kind of miss making a podcast episode. I did need a break. I did go on a vacation last weekend with my family. We went to Disney World to celebrate, just because my dad had to be down there anyway for work, and my brother finished his first year of high school. I'm super proud of him. He did great this year. So my parents didn't want to do the parks, so they just kind of gave me and my brother passes and were like, go ahead, run around, have fun. And we did. We had a ton of fun, but oh my god, my legs were sore for days after all that walking, guys. It was ridiculous. But well worth it. I'm very happy I got to go. And especially because we went to Galaxy's Edge. Oh my god, guys, if you are a Star Wars fan and you have the chance to go to Galaxy's Edge in Disney World and do the rides, it's the best. Especially the Smuggler's Run ride. You get to drive the Millennium Falcon. It's so freaking cool. And I loved the Rise of the Resistance ride. It was so much fun. But anyway, yeah, I just felt like making an episode, and I wanted to just do some more bookish quizzes because I have a lot of fun doing these episodes, and why not do something that's easy to make and fun to do, because it's summer. Speaking of summer, it's the end of June right now as I'm recording. 4th of July is next weekend. Holy bejesus. And happy Hunger Games, because we all know from Ballad that the Hunger Games takes place on July 4th. So, hey! So yeah, it's getting very hot out. So everyone, please, I know, especially whenever Sarah's on the show, we say hydrate or dihydrate, and I mean it. It is getting very, very hot out. Yeah, I'm lucky where I work in the office. They blast the AC, so it's like I'm literally but it's so cold to the point where I'm literally putting a sweatshirt on in the office. And then I go outside and it's like almost 80 degrees, and I'm like, like I'm dying of heat. So yeah, there's that. Public service announcement. Stay cool and drink water, everybody. So yeah. So this isn't going to be too long of an episode, I think. So without further ado, let me just get some of these quizzes up. So plot twist. I am not doing a BuzzFeed quizzes. I'm doing quizzes from Book Riot. I'll of course put the link in the show. Guys, I don't know how to talk anymore. So I will put the link in the show notes to the list of quizzes. Let's see. What should I do first? I don't know. Stupid ad getting in the way. I can't read what the quiz is. Okay, here we go. Here's a fun one. The fantasy character quiz. Who are you? Let's find out. A long introduction that we don't need. Okay. Question number 1. What is your main motivator? Helping my friends, protecting my family, my own ambition, saving the world. I'll go with helping my friends. What is your love language? Gifts, acts of service, words of affirmation, quality time, and physical touch. For me, it's definitely acts of services because I don't know if anyone can tell, I'm quite an awkward human who doesn't always express words directly well, and I'm also part cat who does not like to be touched by most people, so acts of service is definitely what I do. Okay, after that info dumping, next question. What is your greatest fear? Losing control, losing someone I love, death, or losing power? I mean, losing control is pretty scary, and just realized that I have that in common with Choreo. Whoops. But it's not my greatest fear, actually. I think, losing someone I love is obviously a lot scarier, so we're going with that one. Wait, what is your greatest strength? Courage? Definitely not. Determination, loyalty, wisdom, and cleverness. I'll say loyalty because it also mixes well with stubbornness, and I can be quite stubborn. Okay, what is your alignment? Lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good, lawful neutral, true neutral, or chaotic neutral? I like to think I'm chaotic good because I can be quite chaotic, but I always try to do the good thing. Plus, chaotic good is just more fun. You're doing good and you get to have fun while doing so. All right. How would you describe your past? You don't want to know. I've done a great many things. Past, I just got here. I'm still standing somehow. I'm going with the last one. I'm still standing somehow. Whew, okay. How do you deal with confrontation? I don't. With a disproportionate amount of force. Carefully, I wing it. Ooh. I'll be honest, guys, I'm very non-confrontational to the point where it can be a problem. Like, as much as I want to say I wing it, which I do when I'm forced to, I often do. Actually, yeah, a lot of times I'm forced to deal with I'm going with I don't. Okay, how would you describe your mentor? The greatest influence in my life. Don't meet your heroes. They were fine or whatever. What's a mentor? Okay, they were fine or whatever. What do you value most in friends? Loyalty, power, love, they just get me. I mean, loyalty, pretty important. How is your relationship with your family? Family's everything. The gravestones are pretty! Oh my god. Yeah, you're definitely the main character if that's your answer. Toss out the whole lot of them. We don't talk about Bruno or any of them, really. Okay, well, yeah, I guess I'll go with family is everything because I'm lucky because they're not terrible people. I don't feel the need to not talk about them, and they're very much alive. So yeah, family's everything. Okay. Oh, I am Alex Stern from Leigh Bardugo's Ninth House duology. Interesting. Alex Stern is a young woman who can see the dead. Pretty handy when you're recruited to watch over the privileged magical secret societies of Yale University, and her past is about as dark as you can get. Well, I didn't think I had that dark of a past, but okay. Also, I've only read book 1. And yeah, that book is something because Leigh Bardugo just loves to mess with characters and put me in a lot of emotional distress because she's good at it. That's why she gets paid good money to do so. Anyway, let me find another quiz. Okay, this next quiz is which thriller trope fits your personality? Let's find out. Which popular thriller novel is your favorite? Gone Girl, Rebecca, You, When No One Is Watching, Blacktop Wasteland, and Daisy Darker. Well, by default, Gone Girl, because it's the only one I've actually read. I mean, I watched the first season of You, and I imagine I would like the book, I would think, because it was a really good show, and also, y'all in the fandom, all I'm gonna say, y'all are way too mean to Beck. You are too mean to Beck. But anyway, moving on before the Joe Goldberg girlies find me and come for me. Anyway, so yeah, Gone Girl. All right. Aside from thrillers, what other genres do you love? Well, clearly I don't read a lot of thrillers because I read almost none of those books in the last question. Okay. Romance, horror, fantasy, mystery, historical fiction. I'm going to go with fantasy. How do you feel about plot twists? The more the better. As long as it's earned, it's okay. I hate surprises. I'm definitely going with the second one. Do you like scary stuff? I'm a total wimp, please no. I love scary stuff. Or I like some scary stuff. It depends. Yeah, I'll go with the third one because clearly even though I am a wimp, guys, I do occasionally like to read or watch things that creep me out. So I'll go with the last one. Let's get random. Pick an animal. Dog, cat, raccoon, panda, or dolphin. You see, I usually go for dogs because I love dogs, but today I'm going with dolphins because I also love dolphins, and it's summer and the ocean. By the way, I have also, in case anyone's wondering, speaking of the ocean, I have also fallen down the rabbit hole of the Titan submarine, going down to see the Titanic on TikTok, and that's all I will say on that matter, because that is a whole rabbit hole we do not need to go down today. All right, what color speaks to your soul? Black, red, purple, blue, yellow. Okay, it's not fair to have 3 of my favorite colors on this question. What's speaking to me today, though? I'll go with purple today. If you were a fruit, which one would you be? I don't know. Let's see. Apple, banana, strawberry, mango, or watermelon. Because I had apples with my overnight oats this morning for breakfast, I'm just going to go with apples. That's why. That is my logic. Okay, choose a famous detective slash amateur sleuth. I can't talk. Okay, Sherlock Holmes, Miss Marple, Easy Rollins, Nancy Drew, or Veronica Mars. I'll go with Nancy Drew. I only read one Nancy Drew book as a kid, but it's fine. If you were a thriller, which character would you be? The murderer, the victim, the one trying to figure out what's going on, the shadowy figure who turns out to be totally chill, or the cat who's just there for atmosphere? I mean, I'm being the cat, guys. I want to be the cat. Okay, how many thrillers do you read a year? I mostly read thrillers. A good portion of the books I read are thrillers. I read a few thrillers every now and then. I actually don't read thrillers. I'm just here to take a quiz. Okay, you see, I am tempted to go with the last answer, but I have actually read like a couple thrillers, and wait, has it been this year or last year? The point is I've read more thrillers than I normally do. So I'm going with I read a few thrillers every now and then. That is a tongue twister. I read a few thrillers every now and then. I read a few thrillers every now and then. Guys, it's not easy. Go ahead, try it. Pause the episode and try saying that. I read a few thrillers every now and then. I read a few Hope everyone's entertained from that. Okay. Next question. Oh, guys, I'm the unreliable narrator. Woo! No wonder I'm unreliable. I can't read or say words. Okay, when reading a thriller, you can never trust anyone, especially not the narrator. The unreliable narrator is one of the most tried and true tropes of the thriller genres, and it's the one that best suits your personality. Or does it? With you? Who really knows? Good point. So, watch out, guys. Next question. Okay, next one, because it's fitting because I just got back from Disney World. Not last weekend, week before. It was recent enough. Pick your favorite Disney movies. Get a fairy tale retelling recommendation. Yes, please. Right, Snow White or Bambi? Snow White, hands down. Unironically, I adore that movie. It's one of my favorite Disney animated movies. All right, Pinocchio or Fantasia? Fantasia, because Pinocchio emotionally scarred me as a kid. Oh, this question's not fair. Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty? I love these movies, guys. This is hard. I'll go with Sleeping Beauty because I love that movie. Alice in Wonderland or Peter Pan? Pretty sure Alice in Wonderland for some reason made me cry when I was 4, and Bubba had me watch it, so I'm going to go with Peter Pan. All right, Lady and the Tramp or 101 Dalmatians? Ooh. How dare they make me choose between the two very lovable dog movies? Not fair. I'm gonna go with 101 Dalmatians just because that movie didn't scar me with the Siamese cat song. Okay, Sword in the Stone or Robin Hood? I'll go with Robin Hood. I feel like I only saw Sword in the Sword in the Stone. I can't talk, guys. I've only seen the Sword in the Stone, I think, once, and I mean, I enjoyed it, but I saw Robin Hood a lot more as a kid, and I loved it. Okay, the Aristocat or the Jungle Book? Aristocats. Fox and the Hound or the Grace Mouse Detective? Okay, I actually haven't seen either of these movies in full, but I'm gonna go with the Great Mouse Detective just because all I needed to see from Fox and the Hound was the opening scene where the old lady has to abandon him. And I'm not okay with that, guys. That was upsetting. I couldn't handle it. So we're going with the Great Mouse Detective just because it didn't, hurt me like that. Okay, again, 2 movies I haven't seen. Brave Little Toaster or Oliver and Company? I'm going with Brave Little Toaster just for the title. Again, movies I haven't seen. The Rescuers or The Rescuers Down Under? I'll just go with The Rescuers because it sounds like the classic. Oh, this is unfair. Little Mermaid or Beauty and the Beast? I mean, I know which one I'm choosing. It's obviously Beauty and the Beast, but I feel bad because I still love The Little Mermaid. Speaking of which, I need to see the live-action Little Mermaid again because I fucking loved it. Okay, Aladdin or The Lion King? Oh, that's mean, because Aladdin's great, but ultimately I love The Lion King more. Pocahontas or Mulan? Mulan, duh. Hercules or Tarzan? I mean, even though it's grossly inaccurate to Greek mythology, I have to go with Hercules. I love this movie, guys. And 2 movies I haven't seen, and I'm ashamed that I haven't seen because I know they're great. Atlantis, Lost Empire, or Treasure Planet? I'll just go with Atlantis because, I don't know, it's ocean-themed and it's summer. Okay, Emperor's New Groove or Lilo and Stitch? I'm gonna go with Emperor's New Groove. Tangled or Princess and the Frog? Again, this is unfair. These are legit 2 of my favorite, Disney movies and just movies in general of all time. I love everything about these movies, but I obviously have to go with Rapunzel because I'm biased toward Rapunzel, guys. I'm so sorry, Tiana. Okay, Big Hero 6 or Wreck-It Ralph? I've not seen either of these 2 movies in full, but I know everyone loves Big Hero 6, so I'll just go with that one. Frozen or Moana? Again, this is unfair because I love both, but I'll go with Moana just because, again, ocean is the theme today, and my Disney World pass had a picture of Moana on it, so we're going with that one. Encanto or Coco? Oh. Again, this is just mean. I don't like this quiz, guys. Making me choose between good movies. I'll go with Encanto. I watched that recently. Ooh, I got A Cowboy to Remember by Rebecca Weatherspoon. I've never heard of this. You should read A Cowboy to Remember. This contemporary Western romance is a loose retelling of Sleeping Beauty. In it, Evie is the star of a cooking show who develops amnesia after a mysterious fall down the stairs. Evie hasn't returned to her family ranch out west in years, not since her best friend Zach told her that there would never be more than friendship between them. But with no one else to help her, Zach flies to New York and brings her home. He doesn't want to let her out of his life again, but will their fresh start be ruined once her memory returns? Once you read this one, Weatherspoon has a whole series of fairy tale inspired cowboy romances for you. Enjoy. Okay, I've actually never read a proper Western book, guys. This is it's just not my genre, but maybe I want to try it now. I don't know. Will I take a quick break from recording and add it to my wish list? I don't know. That's for me to know and for you to guess. Okay, we'll do one more quiz and then call it a night. It's a quiz that'll give me another book recommendation because why not? We started this with a fantasy type quiz, and we're going to end it that way too. So, which thought-provoking fantasy book should you read next? All right. Question number 1. What kind of books do you usually enjoy? Something cozy, something experimental, something gory, or something heartbreaking? I mean, I do read a lot of heartbreaking stuff, but ultimately I love cozy vibes, especially lately. That's been what I've been in the mood for, so something cozy. Okay, if you're trapped on a desert island, would you like to read? None of these options are How to Build a Raft, as the Weasley twins or the Phelps twins taught us we should have on the desert island. Anyway. Okay, so for the sake of this question, if you're trapped on a desert island, you would like to read something long, something short, something inspiring, something romantic. I mean, probably something long just so it could last me a while. All right, how many books do you read per year? 1, I'm not a big reader. That's a lie. Only a handful, at least 1 per month, at least 1 per week. I mean, it varies because sometimes I read multiple books in a week. Then the next week, I barely read half a book, but I'll just go with at least 1 per week. Okay, if you could get a college degree right now, which of these majors would you choose? Classics, history, international studies, or literature? Well, I already did the English literature route. Don't really feel like... And we did touch some on classics. So, you know what? I'll go with international studies. That sounds interesting. Okay, which of the following issues concerns you the most? Anti-LGBTQ plus legislation, global warming, wealth inequality, police brutality. Where's all of the above? Yeah, because that's all of the above. Okay, I mean, I'll just... I guess global warming, because that's, technically the biggest one. Okay, what's your favorite 2022 TV show based on a fantasy book? House of Dragons, Interview with a Vampire, Miss Marvel, or The Sandman? Well, seeing as I've only seen Miss Marvel, I kind of have to go with that by default, and it was a fantastic show, by the way, and I'm so freaking excited for the Marvels, guys! Also, Kevin... if you're listening, I'm not forgiving you for what happened in the first episode of Secret Invasion. So, I demand financial compensation for the emotional damage you caused me. For legal reasons, that was a joke, but you guys will understand if you've seen the first episode of Secret Invasion. Okay, do you play video games of all kinds? Not really. Only cozy indies, only AAA titles. I mean, not really, I guess. I usually just, every so often I play Mario Kart with my brother, but that's it. Okay, if money were no objective, where would you go on vacation? Somewhere with great museums, somewhere with bustling nightlife, somewhere close to home, somewhere on the other side of the world, obviously. Okay. Who is your favorite supervillain? Kingpin, Lex Luthor, Magneto, or Sinestro. Sinestro, blah, blah, blah. I told you guys I can't talk today. I'll go with Magneto. He's always stuck with me, mostly because of Ian McKellen's performance of him. Because Ian McKellen makes every character great. All right, how often do you reread books? Never. Life is too short. All the time. Most of the books I read each year are rereads. Occasionally, but only if I really like the book. Occasionally, but only if I didn't understand it the first time around. Okay, I used to actually reread books a lot more when I was younger. Like, I remember especially in, like, the middle school period, like 6th to 8th grade, I was rereading books almost, if not more often than I was reading new books. Like, I reread the Percy Jackson series so many times, guys. Like, the first 4 books I originally had, like, paperback copies for. I wore them out. I had to buy new copies, like hardcover copies, when I was in high school, because I wore those original books out. And then I reread Shannon Hale's books a lot, and of course all the Harry Potter books. Like, actually in 10th grade. I'm not kidding. I read The Fault in Our Stars 8 times. So, but I haven't reread books like that in a long time. Though I do every so often, I get in the mood to reread a book, and it's usually an audiobook. So I'll go with the occasionally, but only if I really like a book. Though it's probably more in between that and the all the time. But I'll go with the third answer. Would you time travel if you could? Never, only within my own timeline, only to the future. Heck yes, every when and any when. You see, I don't know if I would travel to the future, guys, because I kind of want the future to be a surprise. Wouldn't want to travel within my own timeline, but I wouldn't say I would never. I'll go the last one. Heck yes, because I can't help it. If I was given the option to time travel, I would. I grew up watching Doctor Who. Okay, choose a fantasy career. Arcane scholar, clairvoyant hypnotist, I can't talk, magical revolutionary, or sky pirate. I'd make a terrible pirate. As cool as pirates are, guys, I would make a terrible pirate. Scholar. I want to have magic, so I guess magical revolutionary, but again, I don't think I'd be a very good one. Ooh, I should read Daughters of Itziar by Hadir Elsbai. It's the first installment in a debut duology. Ooh, nice. The story here follows Niall and Georgina, the wife and lover of the same man, scandal, as they navigate layers of oppression in their magical society. I've seen this book around. It looks interesting. So, thank you, Book Riot Quiz, for recommending that to me. And like I said, that's the last quiz. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And next time we talk, it'll be me and Sarah. We'll be talking about Fangirl. And wait, how far are we reading into it? 1 second, guys. Okay, we're reading through from chapter 1 to chapter 10. I'm totally prepared, guys. I know what I'm doing. Okay, but like I said, thank you all so much for listening. Of course, hydrate or dihydrate, as Sarah would say if she was here. Thank you. Socials in the show notes. Oh! You know what I almost forgot to promote? One of my friend Sam, one of my favorite people in the world, she released new music. And it's amazing. If you love kind of whimsical music that makes you feel like you're lost in fairyland, you should definitely go check her out. I've legit I listen to the music on my way to work. It's very soothing. I love it. Sam, if you're listening, please make more music because I love listening to it. So I'll link her Spotify in the show notes too, because you should definitely listen. But yes, other than that, I think that's all I got for now. I hope y'all have a great day / night, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!